Hey internet! First thing, name change. I decided to change the name of my channel because Lily Megami just wasn't really interesting. And I think that Certified Dorkiness is awesome, reflects who I am, and is awesome, and if you don't like it, it sucks to be you. Yes, I said it's awesome twice. Deal. Second thing, shout out to David, I'm not going to be able to pronounce your last name, for being the first person I don't know to share one of my videos. You are appreciated. Third thing, so as someone who is starting out on YouTube, one of the things I decided to look up on Google was how to get people to watch your videos. And one of the suggestions that keeps coming up is talk about things that are in the news and things that other people are already talking about. Except for the only thing people are really talking about right now is NFL's Deflategate. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk about that because I have standards. Please.
No.
Please.
No.
I'll have sex with you. Standards! Shut up. So, we're going to talk about something else. Anything else. What are we going to talk about? I work in customer service. It's actually every job I've ever had has been customer service. And something that's talked about a lot in customer service is annoying customers. And I'm not going to talk about that because it's overdone. I'm going to talk about creepy customers. I'm going to talk about this in chronological order, actually. So when I was in high school, I worked at McDonald's. And one night, it was 9:59, we were getting ready to close, and this older couple comes in. Turns out they're brother and sister. And I ordered a cup of coffee, and they wanted to put their cream and sugar in it, like 20 creams and 21 sugars. So it took forever for them to finish. But they decided to stand there at the counter and put the cream and sugar very slowly into their coffee. And as they were doing so, the lady was talking to her brother about women, which is fine, whatever. But the part of the conversation that I remember, because it was so damn creepy, was her very calmly saying, you know, I found this really nice girl, and I think you'd really like her. And I know how you like them younger, and this one's really pretty. And I just couldn't handle it, because and she's standing here calmly telling her brother that she knows he likes really young girls, and she found this one, and I just kind of got the feeling that there was some illegal pedophilic shit going on there, and I didn't want to be there. Next two creepy customers are hitting on me creepy. First one, as I had just started working at my current employer as a cashier, and because they're my current employer, I'm not going to tell you who they are, but it was the day before Easter, and I was being the training video employee who was, small talking with the customers, being nice, being friendly. And there's this one guy who came up, and as I was checking him out, he was kind of sullen, and I was trying to be upbeat, and I asked him what he was doing for Easter, and we had a little conversation. It was good. We finished checking out, and he left. Keep in mind, I worked on overnights at the time. It was like 11 o'clock at night when I checked him out. 2 a.m., I come back from my meal, and my coworkers handed me this note, and I said, what's this? And it's like, this guy said you checked him out earlier, and he came back looking for you, and we told him you weren't here, and he went back, bought some stuff, and gave us this note to give to you. And I read it, and it was a love letter telling me that he felt a real connection when he was talking to me, and that he doesn't know if I have a boyfriend, which he should, because I told him while we were talking that I did. Even if I did, he'd be a million times better than me than my boyfriend was. And it was just like a romance movie scene where, cashier and dude have a conversation, and, they hit it off, and he comes and gives her this love letter, and it's great, and they get together and live happily ever after, except for I wasn't into him, and I was creeped out. And it was like the whole How I Met Your Mother Dobler Dahmer thing, where it could have gone really well, except for it really didn't, because I was really not into him. And I kept the note, because it had his phone number on it, and I never intended on calling him. I wasn't touched at all. I kept it because if I ever went missing, I wanted my boyfriend to have his number and his name and give it to the police just in case he abducted me. That's how creeped out I was. And to make this scenario even better is he came in periodically after this happened, and I had to deal with him glaring at me and being very moody because I never called him. Next creepy person. I don't know if this one counts as creepy or just insulting, but we're gonna talk about him anyway. There's another guy, still cashiering. It was an overnight shift. I was by myself at this point. It was later in the night, so there wasn't anybody else up front with me. And this guy comes up. I don't remember what kind of transaction. I think I just did a return for him. And he starts talking to me. And at some point in the conversation, he says, "You know, you're really pretty. We should go out sometime." To which I replied, "Sorry, I have a boyfriend." And his reaction to that was, "Why is it that every girl always has a boyfriend? You probably don't even have a boyfriend. You're just too chicken shit to tell me you're not into me." First of all, I wasn't into him, and I was by myself, so I wasn't going to tell him I wasn't into him. But third of all, I actually had a boyfriend. Have had for 4 years now. Thank you. So I looked at him and pulled out the picture of my boyfriend and me that I had been carrying around my pocket at the time because we were really cute, and showed it to him and said, "I do actually have a boyfriend. Thank you for insulting me and calling me a liar." And he left. The last customer I'm going to talk about today is one that you don't notice if you're Christian, but one that really bothers you if you're not. And I'm not. And recently, this one's really recent actually, and I had a customer come up to me, again at closing time, and I don't understand what's with customers' thing with talking to employees at closing time. And I help him get all of his food, and it's all great and all, and then he just looks at me for a second, smiled, he said, "Well, I'm going to give you something." And at this point, I think he's going to give me a tip because I was really friendly, and I was really sad because I work at a place where I'm not allowed to accept tips, and I was waiting for him to pull the money out so that I could say, "Sorry, I can't accept tips." And instead, he pulls out a business card and hands it to me. He's like, "I think you should come to church sometime." At this point in the interaction, I wanted to walk away. I don't like being invited to church. It makes me feel really uncomfortable, and I'm not comfortable enough telling people who invite me to church that I don't share the same beliefs as them. And to make it more uncomfortable, he proceeds to tell me his story of giving his life to Jesus, which, if it changed your life, made your life better, that's great. But I'm trying to close, and I really just want to get out of here, so can we not? So I don't know how to end this video, because I'm really bad at ending videos. So we're gonna... Look at the camera, Luna! I don't think Luna appreciated that. So, yeah. Creepy customers. If you're watching this and you work in customer service, tell me your creepy customer stories in the comment section below. So I'm always looking for feedback, so if you don't have any creepy customer stories, tell me what you thought of the video. Also, I'm open to suggestions about video topics. So if there's something you want to hear me talk about because you think it'd be hilarious to listen to me talk about it, tell me what it is and maybe I'll talk about it. And as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you still have some more time to kill, watch one of my other videos. And thank you, and have a good night.